Granary Square, Coal Drops Yard, all behind Kings Cross. Come and look at the shops. You can relax down by the water, or alternatively have some fantastic food. Are you ready? Stick with us. Here we go. Granary Square and Coal Drops Yard are those places which you sort of stumble across by accident. It's here. It's sort of north of London, just behind King's Cross, which we'll show you in just one second. But it has a beautiful selection of not only great places to eat in restaurants, but also boutique shops. The whole area is comparable to the size of Trafalgar Square and is the King's Cross development where the old railway sidings used to go, and has been turned into this beautiful area, and certainly a place you want to come and visit either in spring, summer or autumn. We start off in the area of Coal Drops Yard, and the whole area was only opened in October 2018, so everything does still look brand new. With its independent shops, cafes and restaurants, it really does feel something special. Coal Drops Yard was used in Victorian times, and the sheds here used to receive coal from South Yorkshire and then transship it to narrowboats on the Regents Canal, which you'll see a little bit later, and also to horse-drawn carts. It used to process 8 million tonnes of coal a year, and it was the only source of energy available to heat and light the buildings of London. Along the outside, you have a number of these alleyways which lead into the central section, and as you can see here, there's mini golf available, so it really is a great place to come for everyone, including the whole family. Quite often they have exhibitions down here, not for just fashion, but all sorts of art and other things that you can get involved in as well. So it's always worth going to their website, and you can just put Coal Drops Yard into the internet and you'll be able to find out what sort of things they've got going on. One of the things about this place which makes it feel so relaxing is there's so much space that's here. So even when there's lots of people around, it still feels quite empty, which gives you that sort of relaxing feeling. Here, up on the first floor, you've got a great view across the West End, with the post office tower over there in the distance. The regeneration here has been done so well. If you wonder what that building is up on the roof, it's the Samsung flagship store. This is certainly something that caught my eye, and I spent quite a bit of time in there having a good look at their tech. Adjacent to Coal Drops Yard is here, which is Granary Square, and you can see Coal Drops Yard over in the background. This is the Regents Canal, which is still a working canal, and if you sit on the side here, you can see all the seats that are available. You can watch the boats going backwards and forwards. One of the boats that's often moored down here is Word on the Water, which is a floating bookshop, which we've covered in a previous video. So I'm going to put a link in the top right hand corner for you so you can see that. So if you're coming down here, you can have a look at that bookshop as well. Granary Square is definitely more well known for its different restaurants, and there's lots of them around. As you look across the square, it's the square's main feature, which I'm not showing at the moment, but each of these dots that you can see here are water fountains, and often they are going. Across the square, there are 1,080 individual fountain jets. And one thing I can tell you, on a lovely hot summer's day, there's nothing like running in and out of those. So Coal Drops Yard and Granary Square are no more than a 5-minute walk from the newly developed Kings Cross station. It's incredible. It's just one of these places that you find just by trial and error of having a good walk around. But do get down here because, as I said, you've got some fantastic little shops. You've also got great places to eat, and you can also come and sit down by the canal and watch the world go by down there as well. So a bit of something for everyone. I hope you've enjoyed our video of Coal Drops Yard and Granary Square. And we've got a playlist up in the top right hand corner of other fantastic places if you fancy going shopping in London. So if you click on the link there, there's some videos, and I'll see you in those.